Down the field, they've got another first down.
17 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On the ground, Richard. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Good job.
Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Lock. Hey, box truck. Lock 50.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his pass, incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, alert. 12. Check. Under crunch. Switch it. Come on, switch it. I got you.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Exit. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch twist.
Allen off the play fake. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Situation. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Go ahead.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Right there.
Go.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Garoppolo
You got to step it up.
completes it to Samuel. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49er first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm on.
Slam.
21. Here we go.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't
11. Hey, Delta.
You don't want
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second and long. Allen, and he fires one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 89 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on. My game. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
I got you.
Mike.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming.
So after the INT, it's Allen trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
All 52.
And that'll set him back 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Allen now operating from the gun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Single.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
12. Hey, come on.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. A woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go. Go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
On first down, Richard. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Easy. 4 down. Easy. Check it back. Check it back.
2.
Hatchet.
1, Omaha.
Check 24. Check 24.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
12. Check. Hey. I-7. You better bring. I'm letting you run.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, I'm coming. He's coming. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Richard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to go down again. D Ford providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Here we go.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check, check, check.
13.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Richard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Allen to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
21.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
65.
Hey, check 24. Check. Fresno. Ship.
21. I got you. Hey, wahoo!
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
13. Hey, Charlie. Hey, gun.
Watch the slant.
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
I know he ain't got it.
Garoppolo now. On the screen, this is Coleman. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Check out.
White.
No.
I got this.
Check. Mike.
Hey, gun.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And some room to work. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in, Frank. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Mike. 59. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
This is Richard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more that coming.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Go.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
One, Omaha.
Kill. Turn.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
The score, Niners 14, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D. Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. On play action, Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got him in, complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Mike 5. 319. Mike 5-4. Watch the time.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
The Bills on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Switch.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for San Francisco, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks.